Hello and welcome to episode 77 of my informative playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker, and we have just left the hunting lodge after finishing off Amusement for the Nobles, and you can see in the journal, the only thing left to do is to wait and discuss back in camp. However, this gives us the perfect opportunity to tick off some artisans, and this whole video is going to be artisan linked. So first of all, we're going to head down to go see Varrisk and Nazriel. Enter away. So Varrisk, we want to hand over the Inubrix, which we gained from the Technically camp, our second visit. And Nazriel, we want to tell her that we have killed her apprentice, and now she's free to get on with her great work.
We set up camp.
So, here we go, Varrisk. Okay, here's the metal you need. Hand it over, and he does like this. He talks about how, to make obliteration, his masterpiece, he needs blood. The blood of, basically, the person who killed his family. The witch that slew his family. Okay, we can do that. He wants to harden the hammer in her blood. And he says she's been spotted in an isolated outpost in the forest. We're going to visit that and get this blood, so okay. Good one, Varrisk. Now, before we do this, before we collect this blood, I just want to ask him, tell me about yourself. And yeah, let's ask him how his family died. Okay, and yeah, he was out. Okay, went to go deliver some weapons or visit a tribe who wanted weapons, and they were ambushed when he was out. And his entire family was killed. Okay, and he claims that it was this witch. More of the scandals kept coming. I guess they tracked us down, waited to catch us by surprise. Okay, I hear they're all dead, only their chief is still breathing, the Fingerless Witch, and that's who he has just sent us to go and kill. So it's worth bearing this in mind as we complete this quest, because it gives a bit of context to what will happen next. Okay, let's leave him to it. There we go. And Nazriel. Okay, and Satine is dead. Okay, and remember, way back when, there was this vendetta. And there we go. And she is now free to get on with her masterpiece. So that's those two ticked off. And the reason you want to do these as quickly as possible, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've gone into this, is that the faster you rank up your artisans, the higher the level of items that they will give are. And the breakpoints are quite specific. You can find them on the Kingmaker wiki. Okay, it's a little bit complicated because it's also tied to your kingdom stats.
I decree we set up camp.
However, yeah, we might as well get them out of the way as soon as possible, because higher level artisans means more valuable items they give us, both valuable in terms of combat and also valuable in terms of the ones we want to sell. Let's just check here. So yeah, this is, we've managed to complete the Ember Travelers thing. Okay, well done. So the outpost down here, okay, secluded lodge. This is where Varrisk's enemy is. So here we go. And what are we? We are exhausted. It's going to mean a slow journey, but we're still under light there, so it's not slowing us down as a party when we're moving along. One of the little quirks of the movement. You can travel while exhausted so long as you're not encumbered. And you can demonstrate that by looking at distance, time it takes to travel between different areas. So of course it does mean we're working incredibly slow.
Friendship lasts forever.
But we'll just deal with that. So let's go find this witch, and she's over here. Okay, so here we go. We look in here and we see stranger. Well, that's okay. We're just going to pretend we cast a couple of little buffs while we were outside.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. There we go. We'll just leave it like that.
Here.
Okay, go to save. So let's have a little chat. And
I decree we set up camp.
the girl is eyeing you expectantly, her hand laying casually over her weapon. The hand is missing its two smallest fingers. Who do I have the pleasure of addressing? And yeah, so I could say, yeah, I'm Alice, Baroness of these lands. Who are you? And yes, she describes herself as the last wall Inquisitor, Iomede's servant. And she's looking for a dangerous criminal. His trail leads to the stolen lands. The rascal is the only remaining member of the gang that spread terror across the lands. I vow to put an end to their bloody tale. Okay, so, yeah, obviously, Iomede, yeah, ascended through, can't remember the name of the keep off the top of my head, but she passed the Starstone trials, so she was mortal, and she ascended to become a goddess. Yeah, as and it describes there she was Aradin's herald, so Aradin, the last Aslanti. Okay, and she is seen as a lawful good goddess. So obviously this doesn't chime with what Varrisk told us, but we could say, have you ever heard the name Varrisk? And yes, of course I know the name. He's the criminal I'm after. Okay. And we can ask him what he's done. And yeah, the half-orc formed a gang with his wife, sons and daughters. Iomede alone knows how many people he killed for their money, how many children he deprived of their parents. His whole family was awash in bloodshed. Okay. And only he escaped. So this is one of these same instances where you know, role-playing anything except I guess a chaotic alignment, you know, as in pick whatever you want. You know, not so as in chaotic, you only pick chaotic neutral options, but chaotic as in, you know, I just do what I feel like. Doesn't really make sense. And here, you know, your only choice is to take this chaotic evil approach and progress Varrisk's quest, or just, you know, cash him in, like hand him in. That's it. So the what you lose out on, it's one of those sort of tough decisions for the benefit of you versus the right decision. So we're going to take this chaotic evil approach. We are going to kill her. Varrisk's you know, he's helping us out. We got a big mission to do. Okay, so she immediately, you can see her initiative check is very high there. Got some low checks. Okay, so yeah, that's a nice roll, considering it's modifier 9. But she's just going to cast Shield of Faith, so we're going to go ahead and attack.
Let us strike as one.
Yeah, and it's, if she starts going, it can be quite tough. But I'm just going to try. Let's go there, because if we could just hold her, it's very easy. Don't put that anymore. She's never going to fail that, but we can vine trap her, and Lindsay can shake her, and Jubilost can bomb. And if we play this out in slow motion, okay, so Shield of Faith. Just want to double check we are not. Yep. So she uses your judgment. So she you know she's a true Inquisitor. Bomb. Nice. And there you go. Both reflex failed against Vine Trap, and Will failed against Constricting Claws. So there you go. The power of enchantment. Bam. It's actually quite tough if you're not ready for it.
I decree we set up camp.
Okay, so that's what Varrisk needs. Various things, so Amulet Natural Armor +1, Cloak Resistance +2, Belter Strength +1, and, +2, and we'll just take the rest of that stuff because we could just sell it downstairs.
What troubles you?
Nothing, Lindsay. Nothing troubles me at all. So the cloak of resistance is quite nice. What we can do is we can actually give that to Harem now. He's not going to get any benefits from it because he's using Protector of Unjust, which gives +2 resistance. However, actually, what I'm going to do, so we are, what happened there? Going to just go in like that. There. Did something disappear? Did I lose the cloak? Because I thought I just had Winter's Veil. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we'll just swap that on there. Cold resistance isn't. We'll swap that on there. There. Cold resistance isn't that important, but it's better than nothing. Cat. There we go. Oops. Okay. And we'll just sell our various bits of junk. I've been walking around with these bear pelts and warg pelts and owlbear pelts, everything. So, yeah, that's not a small amount of gold. Okay, here we go. So now we can just head back to Varrisk, hand over the blood, kind of confront him with his past a little bit. But it's not going to go all that far. We just need to accept that for the sake of me showing you as much as possible for this informative playthrough and for Alice's chaotic approach to neutral good, whatever that might mean.
We set up camp.
That we've gone and killed an Inquisitor of Armade. Whoops. Running a barony is all about making hard decisions. And that is one of the overarching things about the game. Like, hard decisions for, you know, not really the greater good, but for the good of the realm. So this here, okay, problem. Locals are terrified. The lands have become a beacon for all variety of monsters. There have been multiple owlbear and wyvern sighted. And you see it should be attended before the 1st of the 2nd, and we're only in the 12th, so we've got a whole month for that. Okay, and it's going to take quite a long time to resolve. Rigonga is busy. So we've got time. And this is tied to the... what do I say? It's tied to the plot of this act. These monster sightings will just get worse and worse as we go. Enter away. And once we've done this, we're going to travel east, because we've got Mim Wobblegander, who we can tick off as well.
Adventures
Sleepy.
can wait.
Okay. So, here we go. You lied about the murder of your family. It was the Inquisitor. Okay, and he doesn't deny it. Because our family committed some petty sins. Okay? I do... Okay, so admits it, but unremorseful. Okay, anyway, hold up your end of the bargain, Varrisk. Okay, and here's the blood. He likes that. So he's going to make his Earthbreaker. Sorry, wasn't obliteration. Okay, speak later. Get back to work, buddy. Better be worth killing an Inquisitor. Don't think Iomade will be very happy that we did that. So for this next bit, let's head over east to Mim. And you'll notice the route is, while it's not really precise, it's efficient. We're not messing around, we're not taking lots of detours. Just double check, yeah. Yeah, we're using this time to the best of our ability. We haven't been seduced by trying to tick off, you know, +2 to community or +1 to military. These are not things that we really need at this stage. There's a few points here, but +1 here and there is, you know, essentially meaningless at this stage. the two reasons you might want to do it is, one, you just had to tick yourself over the edge, or two, you would go for the achievement on Steam, which was for getting all of them. And, you know, that can wait right till the end. You'll have loads of spare time at the end just to tick them all off.
We should gather our strength.
Okay, Mim. So you can see here, we've got some Kionin berry wine. Valuable wine. Hello, Mim. Okay. So, of course, she wanted 3 wishes. We gave her the emerald. Okay. And now she wants a particular type of wine. Okay. She wants Kionin wine. So this is the Elven Kingdom, Elven Country place. Now, we've got some, as you saw, and you can get it from a couple of places. The ones that... One of these lots came from completing... What am I saying? The Sweet Teeth. When they travelled to, you know, mend the fence at Oleg's, they come back with some Kionin berry wine. It's in a couple of other locations, including in what do you call it? The depths, the Tenebrous Depths. You can find it down there, and there's some other locations, but I can't remember where. But if you have the DLC, you can send them off to mend Oleg's fence, the Sweet Teeth, and they'll come back with some, which is nice. Okay, so here you go. And she does like that. And she doesn't know what her third wish is going to be. Now, I do, but I won't tell. And if we travel back to the city...
This is my time to shine.
That will trigger... this quest, or it should do.
I decree we set up camp.
Okay. So here we go. Travelling back. And you'll notice this way is the quicker way. Just like up here. To get from here to here. It's quicker to go around there. There's the mountains and hills and all sorts of stuff. Okay. So let's head to the throne room. Now this next bit does take a bit of time because there's, how would you say, it's a long journey.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
So Nezriel, she's bringing us a gift. Very nice, thank you. So we get sparkling helmet. It's a nice thing. Okay, thank you. So for a weaponsmith, it's bringing us a helmet. Yes, okay. Lindsay's here. Okay. So this is the Mim quest. There's a commotion in a village by Lake Silverstep. Mim Wobblegander has gone missing. She was heading towards Talon Peak. Okay. And yeah, a little bit of experience. Okay, so you can see that we're exhausted. Yeah. And because this has the risk of ambush along the journey, I'm going to rest up before we travel. Okay. So let's rest. Let's double check we've got some supplies. We've got 6, that's fine. And let's venture forth to go rescue Mim. And this is probably going to be the last thing I do in this video. Not that it's a short thing, but yeah. We'll just take the usual party. And the aim is we're going to rescue Mim from Talon Peak. She always wanted to climb up it. Wow, what a trek to get up there. Okay. So Talon Peak is here. So we're going to travel along to here. It's going to take 9 hours. And the chance of ambush, I think I just mentioned it, the chance of ambush along here is very high. Let's check that. Okay, very nice. Thank you, Wobblegander. It's a success, not a triumph, but we'll take it. So what we can do is we can stick him in here. High chance of success. It's going to take 14 days. I'm just going to start that there. And we've got some ranking up we can do. We'll do that after the Artisans. Artisans first, then the ranking up. So let's just head north here. A bit more. There. Like that. Now, we need to come around here. And we're crossing over into some quite dangerous territory. And it's very slow. So you'll notice we start getting tired. Okay, fatigue is kicking in. Exhaustion is going to kick in just a second. Let's see whether we can avoid that. Ah, we did manage to avoid it. Anyway. The only one, of course, who's not exhausted is Jubilost here, because he is wearing the Amulet of Ira, which means he's immune to exhaustion. Now, we're just going to do this. In fact, no, we are not. Since we're going to have to rest anyway, on the way back, we might as well rest here, so I don't have to deal with slow walking.
I decree we set up
camp. Apologies for that. So rest up, approach this fresh without just glacial walking, and then we can go back untired for most of the journey. Otherwise, do it while slow walking, and then you start going back and you have to rest because everyone just gets chronically encumbered. So let's make sure we are all good. And there we go. Okay, not going to do any cooking.
Don't you want your name to be glorified through the ages? Without a bard to trumpet your feats, that simply wouldn't happen. But just imagine, noble Valerie, daring protector of the stolen lands.
What is that? The title of a poem? Sounds more like an epitaph. I'm starting to think you're not even going to let me rest in peace.
Okay. Easy. In we go. And the thing to be aware of here is that there are some swarms in this location. And swarms are the bane of people who don't know what they're doing. Especially early on. Of course, this is not early on. This is, middle. And swarms are not a challenge for us. But it's worth that warning there. Bring fire. Bring something. Don't just flail at them with your sword. So we've got a giant spider here. That ain't tough. Just a reminder, this is only level 7. Single level 7 enemy. Not gonna poke. Ooh, very nice. Position. There we go.
Stand down.
Yeah. So where are my spiders at?
My skills are getting rusty. What's
You see
new?
them just there. Fortunately,
Primitives.
spiders dislike fire. You can see here. Okay, very nice. They've got fire vulnerability. Uh-oh. Jubilost, where are you going? Let's see, attack of opportunity, or just a hit against, not even flat-footed. Oh well. This is a slightly tougher spider, so you see we're missing due to concealment. It's got a blur effect. Let's just get rid of that. Pinch that junk. So, here. There she is, Mim Wobblegander. If you talk to her, she will run off west. Okay? And she will run straight into... Grab that. Bit more junk. Run straight into a primal giant spider. Ridiculous. And the spider swarms. So let's just fry that.
Will they ever learn?
I don't tolerate threats.
Here we go. And
Serves
close
you
it.
right.
Basically, she'll die. Okay. Ridiculous bit of design, but okay. First time I played this, she died. I was like, oh, right, that's nice. Nothing else down here. So what we want to go is back and talk to Mim. Now there's some checks we need to pass here as well. So you could have cooked a meal that would have boosted
I'll
your
share my
checks. You can bring Lindsay. Let's save up.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Bring forward our Inspire competence. And let's have a chat. Okay. Hello, Mim. Okay, her clothes are dirty and her hair is matted. Not having a good time. What's the matter here? I think I broke my ankle. I was fighting some spiders and stepped on a stone. Okay. So, Law of Nature. Let's heal her up. Okay, that's nice. And secondly, this one's an auto fix. Let's fix the joke. Okay, very nice. It's all cured. Where should I go? I suddenly realized what my third wish would be, what I needed to do to find my inspiration. I must climb Talon Peak to see the world from that height. Sorry. To rise above myself. That's what my soul has been craving. Okay, so we can send her home, or we can just go, push on, which we're definitely going to do. After all, what good would an ascent be if there weren't any obstacles on the way? Let's go to the top. You're coming with me, right? We are, most definitely.
Adventures call to them.
So you, as far as I know, you have to send her up. If you send her home, you fail the quest. She never gets what she wants. Just like once I came up here and then when I got to the top I forgot to talk to her and I went all the way back and I was like, she's left at the top of Talon Peak forever. That's not good. Don't forget to talk to her up here. But this next map, this is the top of Talon Peak. There's a couple of things. There's a cool enemy to fight. There's a little interaction. There's a little puzzle, which I can't remember the answers to. But first of all, talk to Mim. Okay? She's really pleased. There we go. And that finishes the quest. That's all you need to do. Now, let's go over here. We can see one thing there. One thing there. One thing there. Which one is it? Okay, it's not that one. There's one there. And there's one over here as well, isn't there?
This requires your
Okay,
attention.
so this one, let's get Cat to do it. This one, no. This one. Then this one. Then this one. Then this one. We'll open that. Not a difficult puzzle. If you complain about Owlcat puzzles, you're not complaining about that one. Okay. And we get a nice mace. Heavy mace, Skull Crusher. First of all, it's +2, so +2 weapons is always quite nice. It does a load of damage. Well, 1d8 +2. But it's got its heavy blow ability, and this isn't the most riveting thing. So when it lands a critical hit, and its critical range is only 20, the target is made to make a fortitude save with a DC of 17 or become stunned for 1d4 rounds. Okay, so one time in 20, the enemy will have to roll a pretty low fortitude save in order to avoid not being stunned. That's not great. Of course, it does mean every critical hit, if they pass the save, they're staggered instead. So that's one attack per round. Not the worst weapon in the world, but this special ability is not the most... you're not going to see enemies being stunned very much with that, is what I would say. Yeah, but you will. You'll get a crit and you'll see an enemy being stunned and you're like, ah, that's my mace. That's done it. So it's a decent sort of offensive candidate for someone. I mean, Harem's already got +3 mace with that bonus damage 2d6 and freedom of movement spell. So, you know, Skull Crusher isn't really going to cut it. Anyway, let's just... I don't think the DC on this check is very high.
Just letting the ink dry.
Oops. Let's do it anyway. That. Okay. 3 bandits. I don't know why they're up here. Damn Baroness and her damn guards. Since that ass down the Stag Lord, honest people got nowhere to go to get themselves some coin. Just look where we ended up. Middle of nowhere. There indeed. So, stealth, easy for Lindsay. Okay. Quit the whining. We got to adapt if we want to survive. This birdie will bring us more gold than any trader. Then we can sell ourselves as mercenaries or go treasure hunting. So they're looking for a bird. Okay. Keep on eavesdropping. We'll end up with our necks broken. Care to explain what demon possessed you to make this climb up this cliff? And there's a neat, safe path on the other side. Why have we got to bother with all these hooks and ropes? Have you seen the path? Spiders everywhere. It's swarming with spiders. Crawling all around. We don't like spiders. Okay. We can continue eavesdropping. And a little joke. Okay. Just don't go through the front door. There might be spiders inside. Better take a rope and scale the back wall. Yeah. So we can just push them off. Right. There we go. Bye. Let's go trigger combat. And there was something I was going to try and do. So let's cast hold person there. Let's just stall with the leopard and everyone else can just chill. Okay. So what's... Okay. That ain't so bad. So, there. Reduce their saves. So they're unlikely. Well, actually, that's not bad, is it? 13 and 18. So, the idea being that hold person there, now, activate our lesser quicken rod, and they're instantly cast. That is the power of the quicken rod. You know, 2 crowd control spells, or not crowd control, but 2 single target control spells in 1 round is ridiculously powerful when they go off. I mean, we've just won that fight. Easy. Not that it was going to be very difficult, but there's just something really enjoyable about getting spells off like that with quicken rods. We get a recipe, we get a ring, masterwork daggers, masterwork longsword, we'll leave the rest. So what we see down here, a couple of bodies. One of which we pushed, and one of which just didn't have a very good time. Let's take all that junk. I don't know why I pick up the flasks, yeah, they're not worth very much at all. Okay, and just got nothing but cheese. Yeah, they've obviously, if we look, we're right at the top here in this fortress. They've obviously scaled up here. Would not recommend it. And they did mention they were hunting a birdie. So, should we go see what that is as the last bit?
It's my time to shine.
Wind effects. So if we just look in here, a few little items. So here, big nest. And as soon as we get close, a huge shadow moves across the sky. Oh no! We didn't initiate this fight. We're not prepared. That's part of the fun. So here it comes. So let's hope it rolls low in the initiative so we can move out of the way. Otherwise we'll be eating. Okay, it's rolled a 4.6. That's easy. So we're just going to come over here. We'll put cat there. And then we'll... Yep. So we've got an ancient rock. Level 24. Worth 480 experience with a very high strength. Pretty high constitution. So we've got 3.2 seconds. Let's turn that off. Okay. We can attack, so we won't be flat-footed. Jubilost. Bombs. Now let's see what you can... I don't know what its fortitude save is going to be like. So we're going to bring out the big guns. Lindsay, Shake, Valerie, attack.
Do not falter.
Harem. Well, we can do all sorts, can't we? Maybe we can just summon some distractions. So we can pull the cat out if we need. Okay. Well, there you go. Will saving throw failed. That's not bad. Pass the blind trap check then. So basically, we can just take it down. Of course, the other... Since it's constricting, we can double burning up. That's not bad.
You deserved it.
Of course, if we see here, obviously that -5 from being paralyzed and the -2 from being shaken mean that those reflex save attacks are going to hit. There we go. Easy. So, amulet +1, and we get some fowl. It is, of course, a large bird. Yep. Yes, big bird. So rings, gems, salmon, no, trout. Okay, and we get this very valuable rock egg, which we're going to hang on to. Collect all of that. And there's a little lever. There we go. And that opens this exit. Of course, you know. And we've spoken to Mim. So that's ticked off. I'm not going to go through it looking for that, but we should be able to see it in there. Perhaps. So, I've kind of used the same tactic in every fight there, which is either constricting coils. But I guess the new thing, which is just showing off that Quicken Rod, you know, which is just 2 spells in 1 round, is incredibly powerful. Then we just got to travel back. It's real slow. Everyone's going to get super tired.
Adventures can wait.
No, they can't. We gotta go. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna call it quits here. Okay, and I will see you in the next video.